Meeple Nation Podcast, episode 610, April 2026, bonus round.
Welcome, citizens, to Meeple Nation. Grab your favorite beverage, pull up a chair, warm up those dice, and join us at the game table as we discuss board games and the board gaming world. Each week, the hosts of Meeple Nation share their love for board games and the amazing memories that come from playing games with some very outstanding people. Let us now join our hosts in their natural habitat, the game table.
Welcome. We are the hosts of Meeple Nation. I'm Nathan Howard.
I'm Max Holiday.
I am Andy Holiday.
And I am Douglas Stewart.
Well, with our powers combined, we are... It's got to have the little... at the end. There you go. We do form the world's most okayest podcast, and we're excited. We're excited to have an additional
highlight, huh?
An additional heist.
Highlight. Yeah, additional heist. Yeah,
Heist. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll go
whatever.
with
We're excited to have Max here. So, Max,
Thanks.
Give us the 5-second intro. That's great.
Wow. Welcome to Meeple Nation, Max.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right. No, do introduce yourself, Max.
Okay. My name is Max Holiday. I've been a game designer for about 16 years. I've been a game player for, how old am I? About 35, 36.
You're lying.
Oh, yeah. No, it's been at least that long. That's about it. I love games, and they're kind of my life.
That qualifies you for this podcast.
Yeah, for sure. And just some background, Max is related.
Max is my cousin.
Yep.
Yeah, and also Dave's cousin.
And also Dave's cousin.
Yep.
Not his
coven.
Not his cousin.
No, that's a different group
Not
of
part of
friends.
his coven. Yep.
Yeah, but so we've known Max for a long time, and we're excited to have him here. He's living nearby for a little while, and so while he's here, we're gonna have him join us for a bit. So
Yeah, I'm super excited.
yeah, so are we. So with that, as we break in all new people, why don't you tell us about our sponsorship?
Okay, Meeple Nation Podcast is sponsored by GameToppersLLC.com. These are the best tabletoppers you can get by far. If you ever wanted to take your game to the next level, I can't suggest anything better. They come in different sizes, and they have amazing play mats that everybody loves that fit perfectly.
Yeah, they do. I think that's probably one of the biggest features that I like is
Totally.
those mats. They fit right in there, and
Yes,
they don't go anywhere.
I have purchased other mats, and I've had to trim them to get them to fit my topper. They don't have stitched edges, or they're too short to go the full length of the topper.
Yep.
Game topper mats have a stitched edge. They're nice and thick, and the art on them is phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent. You nailed it, Max. That was so much better than Dave. You're not new Dave after all.
You are not new Dave. Dang it.
Can I say hooray? Or
You shall hereby and henceforth be known simply as Max.
yay?
All right. So what time is it?
Oh, let me check my watch. It looks like it's totally highlight 30.
It is highlight 30. All right. Nathan, what do you got?
You know, I got a game I've been playing. I've talked about before, but this is a game I busted out. I've had a copy of it for a while. Busted it out with my wife just yesterday, and we played 2 rounds of it, so a total of 6 games. But this is a simple little game called Shoten Toten. And so the premise of the game is
Some people say shot and totten too.
they probably could, and one of those 2 people is probably right.
I don't know which one it is, but someone is.
Someone's right. There could be something
Probably
else out
shot and totten.
You know, you always got to go against me.
There are 2 T's in between the O and the E. It's shot and totten.
Sure, let's go with that. But anyways, the game's based in Scotland. You have a property line that's between 2 players. This is a 2-player only game, and you are trying to put out a set of 3 cards on your side of the fence in order to be a higher set than your opponent's. So basic one is there's 6 suits that go from 1 to 9. And so if you have just the highest total of your cards, then whoever has the highest total is the winner. But then I believe it is if it's a run. So like if I have 1, 2, 3, but they're all different colors, then that's a step up. Or if I have a set of 3 cards that doesn't matter the denomination, but they're all the same color, then that will beat that. And then if you have, I'm totally forgetting one, but then you have one that's just, if I have the set of 3, if I have 1, 1, 1, then that's going to beat that. And then if I have a run of a set color, that's the top of the food chain there. So you're just trying to place your cards. So you have a hand of 6 cards, and you're going to play a card from your hand and put it down on one of your, I believe there's 12 spots if I'm right, and on your side of the fence, and then your opponent's going to do the same thing on their side of the fence, and you just go back and forth until you have accomplished by winning. There's only 9 spots, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you win 5 of them, you've won the majority of them, and you win the round. Or if you're just playing a one-off game, you've won the game. But my wife and I, we played the best out of 3. But great little game. I love this very, very simple, fun game. It is available on BGA. I've played it a ton there with Jody, and that's where I got introduced to the game. But then I bought it, and then it's been sitting on my shelf for a while.
So I remember talking about this.
Yeah.
I was talking about this. And I also remember mentioning that the German version,
it was the
artwork,
Polish
is it
version.
Polish? The Polish version
version.
artwork is so much better.
Did you order it?
Sporabor. And I thought I found a place where I could order it, and it didn't go through.
Oh.
And I was really excited about it. So it's sort of my life's goal to sort of get the Sporabor, the Polish version of this, because the artwork is exceptional.
Yeah.
Like it's like amazingly great, and I really want it.
So if there's anybody out there that can help Doug fulfill his life goal
Yeah,
of obtaining that copy, please reach out to us at meeplenation
for sure.
at gmail.com.
Would love that so much.
But no, it looks good. And this is an older game. This was first published in 1999.
Yeah, it's had a couple of renditions.
It
And
has.
this is designed by Rainer Knizia, which is one of his many games. But
Well,
this is,
for a game that old to be still have an overall rank of 428 is pretty impressive.
yeah, and it definitely, you look at that original box cover.
Yeah.
It is. It's
dated.
Even my more recent version is a step up from that for sure. But yeah, if you can, Spora Bora, is that what it was called?
Sporabor.
Spora Bor. And so yeah, if you can find that, then that is even better.
The original, you get all the Scottish fighting in a pile with, you get some bear rear ends in that box art too.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
See what's underneath the kilts there a little bit.
That's awesome.
All right, but there is the on that note. Oh, I can see it there now. Yep, there you go. Harry Bottom. Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah. It's not the 90s anymore, everyone.
No, that was back before everybody shaved their bum. Which is not an easy thing to do, I'm sure.
Okay.
And on that note,
Moving
what
on.
else does everybody have?
Max, what have you been playing?
Not a lot, actually. Since SaltCon, I've been kind of stagnant. We've been playing a lot of Eclipse, the second dawn of the galaxy. That's been a big one. I've been making little tokens for that. That's pretty much it for me.
Hey, that's all right. I get you've been busy, so busy in the
have
move
been.
and everything else, so
Yeah, there's been a bit going on.
understandable. So I have been happily, if you're asking me, probably unhappily if you're asking my wife, but happily pulled into mini campaign games over the last year or so. And one that we have been playing for over a year now is Aeon Trespass Odyssey.
Oh yeah, that was
And-
last week's play too, right?
It was, and we are now in. So mind you, we have been playing for over a year, and we just barely finished cycle 1. There are 5 cycles in this game.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're gonna be playing for quite a while to get through everything. That being said, cycle 1 seemed like it took a long time. Cycle 2, I feel like we're flying through it a lot faster. So we'll see. We'll see how cycle 2 goes. But this game it started out as being okay. It was. The rules are complex. Luckily, we have one person that knows the rules. It's his favorite game, so he knows the rules inside and out. So we're not having to really dive into the rule book constantly, which I think if he wasn't part of it, I know we would be diving into the rule book constantly. And he kind of has a system to keep things organized. But this game has grown on me. Now that we have some new titans. So the premise behind it is so this is set in ancient Greece. The Olympian gods have been killed. The primordials have invaded. They've killed all the Olympian gods. And the Argonauts certain Argonauts that have been dormant have awakened, and they have found that they have the ability to control titans. So through the Argo, they can plug into different Titans, and with those Titans, they can go in and fight the Primordials. Now, the Primordials, if you think about it, the Titans were larger than the Olympian gods, and the Primordials are even bigger than the Titans. But you start out with just generic Titans, and then you start unlocking new, more, cooler Titans, and it just gets, and you get more equipment that combos really well with certain Titans, and it gets to where it's really fun. The battles are fun. The story's fun. There's a big map that you sell on. You're trying to accomplish different things. You're getting pursued by a big bad monster that is really difficult to kill. It has really started to grow on me. The story's interesting. Cycle 2 is a completely new story, but it builds on where you left off in Cycle 1. I'm excited to get going into Cycle 2, and we are now kind of going against the Spartans. So we'll see what happens there.
Excellent. Douglas,
It's over.
It's over?
Yeah.
Because we're going against the Spartans?
Yeah. So cycles 3, 4, and 5 are a lie.
Are they?
Yeah, you fight the Spartans and you die.
And that's it?
And that's it.
Well,
Sparta.
the king of the Spartans is like a primordial. So he took over and he whooped on us.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah.
that
That's like
confuses.
very beginning of cycle 1. He whoops on you and then says, all right, you have to become more powerful and actually become a challenge for me. And you have 30 days and then I'm going to start wreaking havoc and killing people. So that's kind of where we're at.
Oh,
So yeah, it's exciting.
Definitely sounds like some good times.
Yeah.
it does sound like some good times.
Yeah. Once upon a time, we got to play this. I got to play this. Was it once? Maybe twice? I can't remember.
3 times a lady?
It definitely wasn't 3 times a lady.
Were you playing when Dave got killed?
yes.
Both times?
Yeah. That was,
I wish I could have been.
That's why I
there
liked
for
the
that.
game so much. That's why I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, because he had like a heroic death one time and then he got disemboweled the second time, I think his Titan did.
Yeah, it was great. I don't even remember if we won or lost or anything. I just remember Dave died, and that was my favorite.
That was the highlight. It was my highlight
was
too.
pretty good.
Yeah, it made me want to play again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, back in the day, you guys remember the Seventh Continent?
Yes.
I do remember that
And
game.
man, I love that game. I still love that game. I don't get a chance to play it very often, but I think one of the big things about that game, I love the exploration and discovery.
For
just
sure.
flipping those cards out and just this huge land for you to explore, and tons and tons of fun. But the game was brutal. It was incredibly punishing. And I remember attempting some of those curses. I attempted probably 5 or 6 times, and then just finally I was just like, okay, I either gotta house rule something or
What did you say?
just abandon this. And so I abandoned it because house rules it's a 4-letter word.
It is. It is. So, can I interject just
Yeah,
real quick?
please.
So, I loved this game with the exception, and I can't remember if they updated something in the newer version that if you died or you failed, you had to start all over.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That is true.
And did they curb that at all, or is that?
I don't know if there's anything official. I didn't play anything official. No, it's if you die, you start over.
all over.
You could be inches away from completing your quest, and it's like if you die, it's back to the beginning.
Yeah. That
And
was.
no one wants to do that.
Yeah, that's what ultimately cold it for me.
Yeah, and then I think there were lots of people who did have house rules for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So here's what I remember. It's been a while. So here's what I remember. You would if your deck of cards, which represents your life, ran out, you would shuffle in a card that was insta death into that deck. And then you would reshuffle it. So you had a whole new deck to go through until you hit that card.
Right.
And for me, it was that card, no matter how good I shuffled, no matter how many good vibes I sort of channeled into it, that card found its way to the top of the deck every
Top
single
5
time.
card.
Yeah, it was always right there in the top 5. And so, yeah, death came swiftly for all of my characters most of the time. I would like to go back and revisit that because I do think there are some interesting rules that, some I don't want to say easy mode, but story mode rules for it where you can just sort of explore and not have to worry so much about the challenge of it in that way. But I love the crafting system. And like I said, that discovery and just going from place to place. And when I played this game, I had the little magnifying glass out and you'd look for the hidden numbers because you'd get secret cards and all that kind of stuff. It was, I think, just really great. Anyway, a couple of years ago, the 7th Citadel released, and it showed up on my doorstep along with a bunch of other games that I just had been fulfilled with Kickstarter and stuff. And so I started playing it and was loving it, and it fixed a lot of that stuff.
Good.
So what happens is based on your player count, you have a health dial, and you can spend points from that health dial to reshuffle cards back into your deck. And so you have, it's much more survivable. Also from a story perspective, it's, I think just way better, like what they've done. There's this whole, without going into it, there's like actually this really cool, it's like the Worm Master. He controls all these underground worms, and there's like a big war between him and the Necro Druids. So, and you kind of find yourself in sort of the aftermath of this, creating a new civilization, and how that civilization goes depends on which threat you play. And it's great. It has all of the same stuff from the Seventh Continent, but in a much more streamlined and story friendly way of playing, without it, and it still poses very much a challenge. And a lot of the tests require you to flip over a lot of cards. Like you've got to expend a lot of that deck to do some of the bigger tests. And so you're kind of constantly making that decision about, okay, how far along am I? How much more time do I think I'm going to need to finish this particular mission? And can I go ahead and go to some of these locations and blow through a bunch of my life points and a bunch of my deck in order to achieve victory? Or do I need to go do other things first and see if I have enough like effort, quote unquote, left over to come and try to do some of these things. So I really like it. Seven Citadel's been fantastic. It's been really, really good. But it like I said, it kind of got washed away with a bunch of other Kickstarters and things that came out at the time for me. And so the second wave of stuff, or the like season 2, I think is what they're calling it, just showed up, and it sort of relit that fire. So I got it set back up, reread the rules, and I've been going through it, and I've gotten farther now in the play that I'm doing now than I did when I first started playing it, and I'm loving it all the more. And there's more content and more things to add to it with season 2 and with some of the modules and some of that kind of stuff. So, man, if you like exploration discovery, if you like that idea of just, sending your guy out just to go and explore this big continent, and if that's intriguing to you and you like mystery and building out a tableau of like tools and things that will help you achieve, do certain tasks and all that. Like if that sounds intriguing, this is definitely a game you guys should check out. It's really good.
Yeah, no,
I'm
actually getting really excited about it because I played Seventh Continent, and my daughter Ashley and we played through it, and we completed the first curse, and were able to, I can't remember if you go back to society or whatever, but
yeah.
But I really enjoyed a lot of that exploration, a lot of that discovery, a lot of that puzzle solving. It incorporates a lot of the unlock mechanisms that are in there.
For sure.
And like you mentioned, like finding the hidden numbers and all of that, I really, really enjoyed. And so you start talking about this, I'm like, man, this does sound like something I really want to give a try.
I think you would really like it. That was another thing I was going to mention too, because Seventh Continent kind of had the real world vibe. Yeah. Like you had like real world historical figures, and they had discovered this mysterious continent and had been cursed. And this was them returning to that island to try to like uncurse themselves. Right. This land. And with Seventh Citadel, as far as I know, everything that I've read and discovered so far is a full abandonment of all of that. Okay. This is a fully fantasy like setting. Like this is not real Earth at all in any way. So now maybe there's some tie-ins I will discover later. It's possible. But I haven't, as of this moment, I haven't discovered any, and it is just a totally different thing all on its own. So
sounds awesome. Yeah, I've not played either Seventh Continent or Seventh Citadel.
Yeah, I think you would really like it. I think it's really good.
It's great. It really is. It's fun.
So speaking of games that got lost in the ether, the Kickstarter ether, whatever.
Etherfields?
Etherfields. No, yeah, that's another one. We should go back to visit that again too.
I have the itch to get like, so you guys know I finished that, right? Like I finished everything for that. And then all the expansions came in, and I haven't jumped into those yet. And I'm like, I've been feeling that itch lately. Yeah, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I loved Etherfields. Anyway, sorry, that's not even what you were talking about.
But no, it's great kind of a tag along to that.
Yeah.
So I this last couple of weeks, I gave in to some shaming that Amberly gave me about my room being unorganized. So I completely disassembled and reassembled my game hall here. It's not really a room, it's a long hall. And it seems particularly more narrow now that I updated some shelves. But anyways, I came across a game that I was like, oh, you know what? I should really open this and learn how to play it. I'm nervous because it's a movie that I really, really enjoy.
Oh boy.
And I want it to be good, but I'm fearful. But I'm going to give it a try. So in a couple of weeks, we can talk about after this play. But this is They Live, Assault on Capital, or not Capital, Cable 54.
Wait, I thought we played this.
No, we haven't played it.
We totally
We played
something
Big
similar.
Trouble in Little China.
You're thinking the thing.
We did play
the thing. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, the thing. That is what I'm thinking.
Because I just barely
Okay.
pulled this out,
Okay.
and I was really excited about it because it has the whole mechanic of you're either a human or you're an invader, and you have a board, an overlay that you're going to put over your character so that will dictate whether you're human or invader. And I'm really excited about this. And I opened it and I'm like, man, the quality of this stinks.
Oh no.
I am so disappointed. I'm hoping as I get through the rules that my opinion's going to change, but I'm really scared. But I really, really want to like this game. But like even the cards. So it comes with cards, and they're like punched cards.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh no.
So yeah, it's like
that's terrible.
cardstock where you can feel like the
And does it have like the little like
Ridge.
the rough ridge edge on
you have like little spots where I'm like, really?
No.
This is and then I backed it with some sleeves.
Yeah, for sure.
And the sleeves are like way too tight for these cards. So I had to get different sleeves, and you have to have the sleeves because there's a lot of the cards that have a little sticker in the top corner that you're going to use in the final conflict to look if that weapon belongs to a human or if it belongs to the invader. Because if it belongs to an invader, then it's not going to work right for you in the final assault. And then the overlays, they're not hiding anything. So if Max, who's sitting right next to me, and he had his overlay sitting on top of his card, I can totally tell whether he's an invader or a human. And I'm like, that's like the biggest element of the game, right? And it's totally obvious that you can see whose it is. So, I mean, there's got to be...
house rules.
There's going to be some house rules to help hide that, which is really...
believe it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit apparently the apocalypse. Nathan is going to incorporate house rules
Yeah, something.
into his game night.
Because I look back at like Feed the Kraken, where they come with that little pouch and you have the poker chip in there that tells you what you are.
Yeah.
That would have been so much better. But they tried to stay true to the theme, which I do appreciate. And they have some glasses that you have to, they're not Hauser glasses. Can't remember the brand, but that you look at the cards, and the cards, you can't really tell if it's invader or if it's a human. But I'm really excited. I am still excited. So in a couple episodes after I finish the rules and we've played it, then I will give my review of They Live, Assault on Capital. I did it again on Cable 54. So I really, really want to like this game.
You could just incorporate poker chips.
I could, and I think I totally might do that.
Everything's better with poker chips anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I got my iron clays here. That's not going to really help me at all because I guess I'm a 1 or you're a 5. So if you're a 5, you're an invader. If you're a 1, but anyway, I don't know. Something, got to come up with something. And I haven't done a playthrough at all. I haven't even finished the rules completely yet. Mm-hmm. But I just this is a game that I totally paid a nerd tax on, and I'm hoping I didn't get bit on the back end with this. I'm hoping that it is going to have some redeeming qualities because I know I'm like totally tearing this game down before I've even played it.
Well, I'm looking here online, and
what does it say? I've been scared.
Some of that may be justified.
That's what I was afraid of.
No, it's not. It's not awful. It's fine. It's actually a 6.4, but it only has 64 ratings. So this is definitely not a it's not well played. I guess so. There's not a lot of plays of this on record. So
could be a sign of myself, right?
3.67 on the weight scale though. So not a light guy.
Wow. It's
got a rule set.
Yeah, the rules are, and I shouldn't read rules to go to sleep, but I make it through like a page.
Isn't that what rules do anyway? Whether it doesn't matter the time of day, you read rules to go to sleep.
Yeah, it works. It
does.
works. It's yeah. I can get through a page of yeah. So I downloaded on my tablet, and I
understand. I'm with you, man.
yeah, and there's no real good videos out there either on account of the 65 reviews or whatever.
That was the 65 people that bought it.
Yeah, that was all of them. 66 once I put in my
66.
vote. Yeah.
You guys are killing me. As somebody who has written hundreds of rule books over the years, to realize that you just read them to go to sleep
Yeah,
kind of
well-
crushes my soul a little bit on the inside.
It's not done on purpose.
Yeah, it's not done on purpose.
That makes it worse somehow.
But while you're here, Max, I mean, don't get us started on crappy rule books, because there is nothing worse in this world than crappy rule books.
I have done so many panels just on don't screw up your rule book. That's all I'm going to talk about for an hour.
And you can talk about it for 6 or 7 hours, because
Yeah.
it is just, and and
Pretty annoying.
And that's the funny thing is, and not funny, it's the unique thing. All of us learn and follow different. So what flows and makes sense for me in a rule book is not, it's quite apparent that is not what follows with a lot of people that write these rule books.
Well, and I think that's fine as long as you have a good index.
Yeah. But if you don't,
Yes.
yeah.
There are key things though that everyone should be doing though. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's true that we all learn a little bit different, but when it comes to rule book writing, like there are some musts and some things that are just no brainers that a lot of people miss
Yeah.
that really drive me nuts.
Yeah, we always try to say that you start with the story, then you go to what you're going to do, where you're going to end, what your components are, and then you set up, and then you go into actually what you're doing in the game. And it's amazing how many rule books don't follow that simple formula.
Yep. And they should all include indexes and glossaries and player aids.
Yep.
And
Yes.
don't waste the back page of that rule book.
Yep.
Put
Yeah.
all the icons and quick start information there. And I mean, come on, guys. Like, how many thousands of board games come out every year? We've figured this out. People who aren't doing that are lazy and ridiculous.
I had a thought and it's gone.
It's okay. We'll forgive you.
It was going to be epic.
All I know, Nathan, is it's time for us to play this game and chew bubblegum.
It is, yes.
And we're all out of bubblegum.
And we are all out of bubblegum. So we'll see if we'll see how this game does. But no, my comment was that one of the most important things in that box is the rule books. And that is like one of the things that they seem to try to cheap out on.
So true.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like those little ones where they're going to do a fold out pamphlet and then you leave out all your things. Include pictures, include examples.
Unless it's They Live, and then it's just everything that they cheaped out on.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But anyways, in a couple of episodes, we'll have had it played. If I can stay awake through that rule book,
I
Max,
believe in you.
hopefully we'll have it played in a few weeks, and I can tell you that it was not a crappy game.
Let's hope.
Here's hoping.
Or maybe I'll never talk about it again, and then you'll really know why.
Yep. All right. So I want to talk about one more. This was in preparation for SaltCon that we just finished a couple weeks ago. I got to sit down and play Dungeons and Dragons: The Legend of Drizzt, the board game, with Brad. He was teaching that, and I own almost all of these Dungeons and Dragons dungeon crawl style games, and I have not gotten a single copy of my own to the table.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, because Will brought one to Bryce.
Yeah, we played Ravenloft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bryce, and now I've played The Legend of Drizzt with Brad. It's time for me to step up and actually get mine to the table and start playing these. I think Caden would really enjoy them. So
It's time for you to step up, Andy.
it's time to step up.
It's time to step up.
Anyway, it was fun. It was enjoyable. It's not my favorite dungeon crawl. It's very simplistic, but I think there's a place for it. And I felt like the story was different enough between like Ravenloft and The Legend of Drizzt that it kept it interesting between the different boxes. I think as long as that story isn't vanilla throughout the whole thing, then I think they're probably worth playing. That was my worry, is that, okay, I bought all these. Now is it just going to be the same old thing? Okay, yep, you're going to go in and basically do the same thing. Now, mechanically, it's the same. You fight different monsters. Different monsters come in each box, and then what you're trying to do and following the story. So in this case, you're following the books of Drizzt, Do'Urden, and they're some of my favorite Forgotten Realms books. They are my favorite Forgotten Realms books. And so that one's probably a little more near and dear to my heart than some of the other ones. Ravenloft, up until within the last year and a half, I've never even played in Ravenloft in Dungeons and Dragons or read any Ravenloft books. But I have since done that. So it's been more interesting as well. But anyway, yeah, that's been fun. Simple dungeon crawls, something that I think is a great gateway into a dungeon crawl and more interesting and fun than HeroQuest.
Well, there you go.
So, which was a gateway game back in the 90s, but I think is less of a gateway game now. It was one of those I wish that Restoration Games would have gotten a hold of.
Didn't somebody?
Hasbro.
Yeah, and they tried to do a re-implementation of it. And
They did, and
it fizzled.
Well, the production's great, so I have it, and the production's phenomenal. But I wish they would have done similar to what they did with Dark Tower, when they did Return to Dark Tower, where they came at it with the mentality of, we want this game to be as fun as you remember it being.
Yeah.
And with HeroQuest, it was just HeroQuest version 2.
Version 2.
Which was the same thing. I wish they would have done things to make it better and make it as fun as we all remembered it being, because it was a blast back in the 90s.
So kind of like what Awakened Realms did with Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they did basically the same thing. That Puerto Rico is just a reprint. Well, and they did the same thing with Castles of Burgundy, right? It was
But Castles of Burgundy is a great game.
Puerto Rico is too.
That was kind of my little dig there.
I know.
I
was just ignoring it.
I know. I had to pull it out.
I played Puerto Rico once.
Did you?
Yeah, it was fine.
You know, you played the new one, right? I still actually need to.
No, I haven't played the new one. No.
I would like to try it because I did see it when you were playing it on your table. It did look really nice.
It is nice. Yeah, it's great.
But I'll have to ask Sarah how she likes my copy of it.
Oh, did you sell it to her?
Did she buy it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
I mean, I know a lot of people love it. It's considered a classic by many.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
And I should probably try it again. But I'm no regrets that it's gone. So it's just something that it is a great game. I still have my original one, but it's just nothing I'm aching to pull off.
So I'm curious as to why you
I don't
bought
know,
it.
because I really wanted to be as enjoyable as I felt Castles of Burgundy was.
Yeah.
And
Well, Castles of Burgundy is just a better game than Puerto Rico. It just is.
and that's what it breaks down to. Yeah. Yeah. And so I got the excitement from what Awakened Realms did with Puerto Rico, because what it did with Castles of Burgundy, but ultimately Puerto Rico just was not a game that excited me enough to.
I think Puerto Rico it's old.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we're talking 90s or 2001, something like that. Right around the turn of the century is when it came out in English anyway. Because the original you couldn't get it in English. Back in the late 90s, you could only get it in German. So the first time I ever played it was the German copy of it. And then I played it in English, so I actually understood what I was doing and
2002.
what the buildings were, and I loved it. And it was like this kind of a breakthrough game because there was nothing like it at the time.
Yeah.
And I think it still I think it still has a place though. It's not like if I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to play Settlers of Catan, I have no desire to play that. But if I'm going to play Puerto Rico, yeah, I'll sit down and play Puerto Rico. It's great. It's fun. Unless the Cities and Knights expansion is being used in Settlers, and then maybe I'll sit down and play it. Maybe.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned that. I got the new Dragon one. There's a Dragon set for Settlers of Catan, or Catan, they just call it now.
Okay.
But it's still in shrink, so.
Really?
Yeah, most
can't
of my
imagine.
stuff. Yeah, you know what, Max, you haven't been here long enough to give me that kind of crap.
Surprising no one. Yeah, but I have. And
Yeah.
that doesn't surprise me.
But
Plus, Andy, we both know that it takes almost nothing to convince Nathan to pull the trigger on something like
I know.
a fancy version of Puerto Rico.
Well, I mean, he talks about how much he hated Wingspan and bought the big box, so the nesting box.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't.
you know, I just got rid of the actual shipping box that the nesting box came in.
Did you
just the other
really?
day. I smiled as I cut it up, smashed it, stepped on it.
I was looking at the Board Game Geek like top played games of February 2026, and Wingspan like number 2 on that list.
Yeah.
It's number 2 or maybe 3. I don't know. It was right up there at the top. So I mean, clearly the rest of the world knows something that you don't.
You've missed something, Nathan. You've missed
Professor Dax really likes. Well, he got sick of it too, but he's played it like. Didn't he say he played it like 1,000?
Like 1,000 times.
Crazy how many times
Yeah.
he's played it. Yeah. I would get sick of it after 1,000 times too.
Yeah, I'd get sick
Way
of
before that.
most any game.
At that point, I don't think you get to claim like that it's like a bad game though, right? If you've played something that many times, it's like, yeah, I'm sick of it, and understandably so.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't claim that it's a bad game. You just played it 1,000 times.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, even Gloomhaven, right? I played it like 67 times. And
Was it only 67?
No, it was.
Why has it
probably more
always
than-
been 67? Even when we started playing again, it was like 67.
No, it was. I've played it. Okay, you know what? Maybe I did use that same number. But yeah, no, I would have to look it up, and I don't care that much. But yeah, no, it's Gloomhaven. I'm not playing Gloomhaven anymore, but Gloomhaven was good enough to get played 67 or more times.
For sure. Yeah, we played it a bunch and then started tracking stuff and got up to like 60. It was 60 plays or something close to that for me.
Yeah.
And then I think even played it a little bit beyond that without, I don't know if I recorded some of those plays, but yeah, I totally agree. And since we're just bouncing around down this rabbit hole, just going from one thing to the next. Speaking of Gloomhaven, I don't hear anybody even talking about Gloomhaven anymore. Frosthaven? Has anybody played? Has anyone played Frosthaven?
I've played it once.
Yeah, we played the first scenario.
I mean, has anyone? I don't hear it even talked about.
It's true.
And I saw quite a few copies that they swap.
Yeah,
last
there
time.
was a lot.
So I don't know. Like, did that bomb? I don't know. I
enjoyed it. My first play, the people we had in the group kind of fizzled.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean I played with my wife. I played the first scenario with my wife because we went through Jaws of the Lion. And I was like, this is going to be great. I'm going to lead you right into this, and we're going to have a ton of fun with this. And then getting her to the table lately it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Like I was really excited to play Shot and Tot and Chotin' Totin' Rootin' Tootin' with her the other day. And because I was like the first time we'd actually sat down and played a game for a while. I mean, we're still stalled on our Ticket to Ride game.
Oh,
Legacy?
really?
Yeah.
The Legacy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's because of her. She's just like, yeah, let's play something else. Let's watch TV instead.
I've had the opposite. My wife has sat down and played many games with me as of
That's
late.
awesome.
It's been awesome. It's cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, didn't you guys have like a couples night a couple weeks ago or something like that here for game night?
Oh,
yeah.
Well, they brought their couples. My couple stayed.
Yeah, it was Brad. Brad's wife and my wife came to game night, Nathan's game night.
Nice.
And it was fun. It was way fun.
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. We took the crown. I won one game and Sabrina won the other one.
Yep.
It was great.
Awesome.
Nathan was a great teacher.
Good.
Yeah. I taught so well. Didn't win a single game.
You didn't play the first one.
Yeah. I taught so well. I didn't even play the first time.
Wow.
He just watched.
Yeah.
He was so impressed.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
But anyways, what time is it?
But all that to say, Gloomhaven has really fallen from grace. That used to be
Yes.
like the thing everyone was
It was.
talking about.
Yeah.
Number one.
Number one. In fact,
years.
where is it even at?
I'm sure
I
it's
haven't even
probably
checked.
2 or 3 still.
I think.
Do you think it is? It might be. You could totally.
I'll
be.
bet you it's below the top 10. It's out of the top 10. That's
It
my
is-
guess.
I would say it is not.
Yeah, I bet it's still top 10.
I think.
I would say it's still probably top 5.
Nope. Oh, that's 101. Never mind.
Yep. Number 4.
Is it still in 4? Wow, that is crazy. It's still at number 4.
Where's Frosthaven though?
Well, SETI moved up though. SETI's up there.
Fraudies.
Fraudies.
Fraudies, because you said SETI. So
It's number
Frosthaven
20.
is number 20.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
SETI belongs higher up than 17. I love
Yeah,
that.
City's really good.
Brass Birmingham still blows me away that is number 1.
Yeah,
lot of
I think
people
I still have my copy of it, and I need to. I think I need to bust this out and play it again because
I would
fun.
like to play.
yeah, it was a fun game.
Yeah.
I would like
Definitely.
to play it as well.
But I can't. And
number one?
we could probably sound like broken records at this point, but I just don't get the number 1 part of it because it was a good game.
It was.
Like for all the Brass Birmingham people out there who listen to this, it's like no, it was good. It was definitely a good game. I just didn't see anything in it that would make it the number 1 game of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. All those, the top 10 is even with Star Wars Rebellion, which I think is a great game. I'm not jumping to play any of those top 10 games.
Arc Nova definitely deserves number 2. That's a fantastic game.
I agree.
It's okay, but I mean, I'm not jumping to play it.
I will tell you the one on here that always gets me that I just do not understand is Spirit Island.
Yeah.
Don't understand Spirit Island.
At number 11.
And I've given it
11,
like
yeah.
4 shots now. Yeah, it's number 11. And I've
not
tried
played
it
it
like
yet.
4 times.
And I own it.
And it's a very meh cooperative game.
I
it's
put
very
it
meh.
on back in 2018 or 19. I put it on my 10 for 10. And when I was putting specific games on my 10 for 10, and yeah, that was a bear to get through that.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did them solo because nobody else really wanted to play it. So
Just that one.
that game. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's cool that all the like, what are they? The like guardians or whatever that you're playing. It's cool.
Spirits, gods.
Yeah, the spirits, whatever. It's cool that they're all asymmetric, but like most of them are super fiddly.
There is a lot of that. I mean, it's not like Root or Oath where you so drastically different. Well, no, they are pretty drastically
different. Yeah.
But like Oath or Root in particular, I mean, if every time you busted out that game, if you were not playing that game religiously, like all the time, if it wasn't your lifestyle game, then it was always such a bear to go through and try to relearn that, to teach somebody else how to play their faction.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of that in Spirit Island. But again, if that is somebody's lifestyle game, there's a lot of variability in Spirit Island. Not a ton of variability in Star Wars Rebellion.
Sure. But it's fun.
But it is still a great game. And I'm not even talking about Terraforming Mars.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Oh, come on.
I love that Slay the Spire is number 18 though.
You're a Terraforming Mars fan?
No, I played it with David first.
Hey, yeah, that's why I don't like it.
It curbed it.
That'll do it.
It only took us
Slay the
7.5
Spire.
hours.
And Great Western Trail, number 19. Some of those just really surprised me.
Yeah.
And 21.
That's crazy. The Duel for Middle Earth is 21 and it's so new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Also
crazy.
It's good, but is it number 21 good? It is good. It's definitely a good game.
Yeah. There's a lot of these that, I mean,
Very, very interesting. And more than anything, it probably just shows you kind of maybe where we're at compared to the rest of the gaming universe, right? Like
maybe, yeah.
Not,
I guess
not playing a lot of these games in the top 100 or in the top 20.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I totally did miss number 3, Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I am all on that game.
And I think Dune Imperium deserves its place on the top 20. It's a good game. They just absolutely wrecked that whole series by having one of the most convoluted, weird release
With Uprising.
lineups, that I've ever seen in my life. Just so bizarre.
And I never played Uprising. In fact, I even got a bunch of the Doom Imperium stuff so that I could play a complete set with Uprising and a complete set with the Dune Imperium. And I
like
still
Uprising.
never played
Yeah,
Imperium.
we should do that. It's
Uprising.
good. Yeah,
Uprising's good.
It is good. Yeah, just kind of a nightmare to decide like what you're going to play, what expansions you're going to include, and how to like keep it all like organized and separated and all that, because it just
which is
none
why
of it,
I got a second set.
yeah, none of it makes sense. Which actually, like, if you've got the cash to burn and you can do that, is probably the way to go. Because I still want to have that original Dune Imperium experience, even though I think Uprising is technically, the better of the two. But
Because it has worms.
It does have worms.
it does have the worms. So
Well, we never got to our news yet. So
No, we didn't.
do we want to over to our games that we're excited about? Or is there any other highlight that you want to talk about before I move us along?
no, we can totally. I've got one that I definitely want to bring up.
All right.
Do you want me to start us off?
Go ahead and start us off there.
So,
then.
so Nathan, you have some experience playing kind of a classic. I think for some people it's a grail game because it's out of print for a while. But this is the Queen's Gambit, Star Wars: The Queen's Gambit.
Oh, yeah.
You remember this? You have it, right?
I
It's somewhere
do
here
have it.
on the shelves,
It is, yeah.
and it's alphabetized now, so
Yeah.
we could find it really fast.
It's an odd shaped box, so it's clear out there.
Yeah.
But
So the Queen's Gambit, a beloved Star Wars game. I think that is one that a lot of people still play and seek after. It is getting a re-implementation
oh, really?
with a Lord of the Rings theme.
Ooh.
This is the Lord of the Rings, The King's Gambit.
The King's Gambit.
Yes,
They got really
indeed.
creative with the name.
Yeah. So being re-implemented, I'm excited about the theme. Here, let me just drop two names really quick that will get you immediately, that'll spike your interest like crazy. Okay. Number one, Restoration Games.
Okay.
Boom. Number two, Rob Davio.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Dang it. Totally means I'm in.
This is Restoration Games and it's Rob Davio, and I'm so in, and take my money, full wallet send.
Yeah.
Like just whatever. Restoration Games and Space Cowboys are partnering to revive a beloved classic board game, The Queen's Gambit, this time set in the world of The Lord of the Rings. Like its predecessor, The Lord of the Rings, The King's Gambit features a sprawling epic battle across multiple fields of play. The riders of Rohan clash against the hordes of orcs at Pelennor Fields. The brave Gondorians fend off the forces of shadow in Minas Tirith, and Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas maneuver their way through Haradrim on the Great Port at Pelargir. to join the fight. And Frodo and Sam navigate the perilous journey, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, they're taking the ring to Mountain Doom. Game designed by Rob Davio, the legendary designer and co-founder of Restoration Games, blah, blah, blah. There's a bunch more there. I'm super excited about this.
I am now too. Thanks.
So this is going to be like a must play for me. This is right at the top of my absolutely will play, will do 100%.
So is this going crowdfunding?
I don't know. That's a great question. I'm not sure if it will or not.
Because it doesn't have a release date.
It does not.
So
Nope.
I'm going to assume that means it's going to be crowdfunding.
For those of you who haven't seen Lord of the Rings, we're tired for we apologize for the spoilers that Doug just gave away. Sorry, guys.
I think the statutes of limitation on that are way expired.
Come on, I'm just trying to look out for those that are still anticipating watching the Lord of the Rings series.
It's like those people that are on the edge of their seat waiting for the Harry Potter movies to come out
Right.
through. Is it HBO that's doing it?
I think so. Yeah.
HBO.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw the trailer for that. It actually looked pretty good.
Well, I'm sure it does look pretty good, and I'm totally going to be watching it. But yeah, no surprise there.
Yeah. No spoilers because you already know.
You know everything, right? And
Well, you never know. Those who never read the books, maybe they'll implement more of the stuff that got left out of the movies into
Yeah.
the series. Because typically, if it's a series, you're going to be able to add a lot more content. So
I really hope they do.
I do too.
Okay, so Restoration Games has a quick little 30-second teaser for the King's Gambit. It's basically a king, like a chess king, falling down onto a map of Middle Earth, and that's about it. So it's not worth going and looking up. But it does say Lord of the Rings, the King's Gambit, crowdfunding in 2026. So it will be going to crowdfunding.
it will be going.
Yep.
So we'll see this game 2027.
Yeah, probably.
And,
With Restoration Games, yeah, probably. Their turnaround's fairly quick.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Well, that's I'm definitely excited.
You at least know the production quality is going to be top notch.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
All right. Andy, you have anything that you're excited about?
Yeah, so this is available to purchase now. This came out in 2025, and this is called Wondrous Museum. This is a game where each player manages their own museum, and on a turn, you can acquire exhibits, or by using the right runes, activate them for their special effects in order from left to right. And every effect can be chained together so that select carefully which collections you want to display and activate them from time to time to win applause of the visitors. The more applause you gain, the higher your rating and the more money you earn. Sometimes you may collect strong... excuse me. I am not 13. I'm not a 13-year-old boy.
Blue.
Sometimes you may collect strong exhibits from the black market, exhibits that may not be traded in the sun, but which are strong enough to be worth the trouble. When the in-game conditions are triggered, calculate each player's rating, which comes from the exhibits themselves and from the admiration tokens on their exhibits. So this isn't super highly rated. It sounds like it might be kind of fun.
Is this one you just picked up?
No, this is one I was thinking about picking up. It looks interesting. It's only got a 6.7 rating on BGG. I tend to stray away from anything that's under 7, but there's games that I like that are under 7 that I think are phenomenal. And this is a midweight game, rated actually exactly midweight game. It's 2.5.
Doesn't get any more midweight than that.
It doesn't, but it's a hand management income set collection game, has variable setups. It kind of sounds interesting. Sounds like it might have a high replayability factor in it. I like hand management games. Set collection's okay, but I do like where it can be fresh with that variable setup. So it's one that I'm at least looking at, but you can get it for around $45, $50. So not too terribly expensive either.
Nice.
Right.
It's also a re-implementation of Mini City by Good Game Studio. Interesting. Which was a higher rated game, 7.6 with a weight of 2.0. So
That's interesting. You
Yeah,
think
it makes me I'm interested to see like what they changed.
What the difference is?
Yeah.
Why the lower rating?
Yeah.
Maybe someone's just dyslexic because it should be, instead of 6.7, it was 7.6.
6, 7, whatever.
6, 7.
Wow, we really had to go there. What are you, 14?
Well, it is a 6.7. I mean,
It's got it all over there, whatever.
All over there.
So I have a game that just got a notice that it is a week away from New York. So it should be...
Shipping from China, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's made the voyage across the sea and is about to bark
Like
so
a dog?
it can disembark
Okay.
at the. So it's got to bark first before it can disembark.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And
Wow.
but this is Army of Darkness,
Yeah.
the board game.
I'm kind of excited about this, Nathan.
And
me
Andy,
too.
I don't know if I'm ever going to play this with you.
Why?
It's totally an area control game.
Oh, well, that's okay.
But
you don't
it
need
does
to.
say
It's
it
fine.
is a cooperative game, so I'll have to read the rules first before I invite you over to play this with us. But this is an action assignment area control game where you play as Good Ash, Bad Ash, and you fight against Evil Ash and Evil Sheila. And you upgrade your defenses with modern technology from the trunk of Ash's car and stop the Deadites from overtaking the castle. So this is, it does say it is a cooperative, so it's just probably, I don't think it's a one versus many. I think it's just the Good Ash versus the Bad Ash team.
Nice.
Okay. Love that.
Have you not seen this show?
No.
Yeah. Yes, it's fantastic.
There's a whole great scene where he's talking about Good Ash, Bad Ash. Good Ash, Bad Ash. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Actually, it's totally here. But anyways,
Well, it's not here yet.
it's not here yet.
It's barking somewhere.
It's barking in New York. It's barking at the door of New York, and it should be fulfilling soon.
Does it come with a chainsaw?
Good Ash does has the chainsaw, and it should come with a chainsaw in the package. I hope that'd be so cool. It'd be so much better than They Live. But hopefully it's better than They Live.
Just because it has area majority influence doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a game I would like. It depends on how that mechanic is
Yeah,
implemented.
if it's direct conflict, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so that's why I am nervous that I'm not 100% sure that you're not playing one versus the other. The rules are out there. I should probably go look at some, but I'm too busy falling asleep to
even
They
if
Live
it's
rules.
two teams, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It's when you have three or more people with
They
that
all gang
mechanic.
up on Andy.
Yep.
If you didn't have such an angry little mouth, nobody would pick
I
on
can't
you.
help it. I was born this way.
But anyways, I'm excited about this. I think it's going to be cool. So once it's through barking, we'll get it to the table.
Okay. I hope it barks loud.
I
It's
hope
here
so
soon.
too. There you go.
Chew bubble gum.
I just found some dice from Nathan's copy of what is it again?
They
Assault-
live.
They Live.
Assault on Capitol
And it just
Table
has
54.
it just has let's see, four. It has four sides that say chew bubblegum and two sides that say kick arse.
Yes.
So I'm already kind of wanting to play this game now.
So let me see it real quick because I don't want to lose our family rating here.
Our
but
blue kick arse and our
you
white
have
kick
the blue
arse.
kick arse and the white kick arse, and if you roll 3 dice and they're all the same color of kick arse, then you get a critical success.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So I've made it through that part of the rule book, but
Before you fell asleep.
before I fell asleep, yeah,
I'm excited about Army of Darkness, man. This is cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
and,
I haven't seen that movie for like decades. It's been so long.
yeah, and I'm pretty excited about They Live too. I know I put such a downer on it, but it's totally gonna hit the table.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
We'll anticipate playing it.
So yeah, so we ate up a lot of time on They Live and made you all super excited about it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that is there anything you're excited about, Max? Kind of totally ran over you.
There's a game that I'm super excited about, but it's may never come out. It's actually called The Rat Queens. It was a Kickstarter that ran about 5 or 6 years ago, and the company basically abandoned it, but gave the rights back to the writer of the comic book series.
Oh,
And it's basically this group of 4 girl adventurers and them just going out and doing horrible things to monsters and everything else. And I'm really hoping that the game comes out at some point because it is just amazing.
all right. Well, that's a possible.
That's awesome though. Like you don't always hear that story play out that way, right? Like where the rights get reverted back to the creators. A lot of times companies sit on those and then they just die and nothing ever comes of
Yeah.
them. So that's cool that they gave it back to the creator. Maybe we'll see something in the future.
Yeah, and the creator's been giving us monthly updates for years at this point, just to keep us backers knowing that, hey, we're not getting our money back because they took it and ran, but we're still going to get this game out into the world.
We're gonna try to take your money again.
So
Well, hopefully it works. That's always It's always good, and with all the tariff crashes that killed so many games, that it's nice that some of those are still trying to come to fruition.
Yeah, make their way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, no doubt.
I mean, I still have my Murder on the Orient Express, kind of a
Horror on the Orient Express?
no, not that one. This is from 2019.
Oh my gosh, really? That it hasn't fulfilled?
That it never fulfilled, yeah. And I think I got an update on it one time, like maybe last year, that said they were still trying to work it out. And it's like, yeah. I mean, at least it wasn't, it was only like a $20 back for me. So it's not the end of the world that it didn't happen, but it was going to be a fun hidden roll game. But
Yeah.
anyways.
We won't talk about Hell the Lost Saga
Oh, is that gonna,
or the
It's done, I'm sure.
it's
it's
done?
cooked. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
There was talk, like when it got switched over, there was talk about how they were going to get everyone at least a base copy of it and do all this stuff. And then it's just died. There's nothing happening there. They took our money and ran.
That's a bummer.
That is the risk. That is the Kickstarter risk. It's a risk I've stopped taking.
Yeah. That's what I just today I had 3 Kickstarters that were all, you need to finish your pledge manager. So today, and I was like, oh, I forgot I'd backed those.
Yeah. Yeah, I've slowed way down. I hardly back anything anymore.
Yeah.
Same. I'll still have stuff coming in for another year. but yeah,
same.
I haven't backed anything for months, actually.
Yep, me too.
Me neither.
I think I backed Sugar Works a couple weeks ago. That's the only thing I backed in like 6-7 months at this point.
Sounds delicious.
I back expansions to games I already have. That's really the companies that have already fulfilled for me, and I have at least a little bit of trust in them. Then I'll usually back something from them. But otherwise, I've backed way off.
Yeah.
Of
One of
backing.
mine was the Andromeda's Edge, which I know both you guys really loved.
Yeah.
Max, maybe you can play Andromeda's Edge with me.
I am dying to play
Andromeda's
that
Edge.
game.
I didn't play that one.
Was that not? Oh, it was Arcs that you didn't like.
No, I did not.
Oh
like
yeah,
Arcs.
Arcs was terrible. I do not understand what people see in that game. I could get up on a soapbox about that one.
So Andromeda's Edge. I just completed my pledge manager for that. So there's just the expansion that's coming out for that,
Yeah.
and should be.
I thought I liked it. Andromeda's Edge was the one in space, right? Like it was, or
So was Arcs.
yeah. We all know we didn't like Arcs. I'm trying to decide, was Andromeda's Edge I'm trying, because there was another space themed, like
They kind of came out
sort
at
of
the
4X,
same time. Yeah.
and I'm trying to remember which was
You
which.
had the space planets that you were trying to explore, and I'm going to do a terrible job of kind of explaining it, but yep, that's where I'm going to stop there.
Okay.
I mean, that
What-
cleared it all up. Thanks, Nathan.
Was that the one that we played though?
Yes, we did play that. We played this at BGA or BGG. I think the same year that we played Arcs.
What is it? No, I'm thinking of one we played here at your house.
Maybe it was here.
And we played it a couple times, and it was good.
I think.
And it's the one where you it's like, I think it's kind of more of an action selection, and it had the really great components, the orange.
No, you're
corruption
thinking
stuff,
Voidfall.
Voidfall.
You're
Voidfall's the one I'm thinking of.
Voidfall.
Okay.
Yeah, no. There's some pictures of Andromeda's Edge there.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't play that one.
I've never played this either.
So you have the exploration track, and it does have some cool components.
Yeah, those components are great.
Didn't you play this with Brad?
Yeah, Brad and I played it, and Brad really liked it. And then I tried to play it on BGA, and this is one that I very much realized that I didn't grasp. And
That's too bad.
Did you beat Brad though?
I'm pretty sure I did not.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not.
Wow.
No. Yeah. Well, call it.
Pull the base game, and then when you get the expansion, deal with that afterwards.
All right, you got to hold on to it for another year and a half.
Yeah. So no, I thought the game was fairly decent. It's just always too many games, and so hopefully get this played. But yeah, no, this is you had the you don't know, you haven't played, so never mind.
I can see the pictures though.
It looks really
Great.
nice.
Good job. Excellent explanation.
The components look cool.
Yeah, the components are pretty cool.
Yep.
They look really good.
Agreed.
And if you want, you can spend $200 on a really cool dice tower that comes with the expansion too.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Me too.
No need for a dice tower.
Yep. Anyways, That's the end of my rambling.
Is it? Okay.
And for this episode, anyway.
We've done a lot of rambling about a bunch of different topics tonight. If there's anything that you thought was interesting or wanted to give us your 2 cents on, reach out to us at meeplenation@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time.
We'll see you rambling on those rambling times at the game table.
Thank you for listening and being a part of Meeple Nation. If you would be so kind as to follow, subscribe, share, and rate or review this podcast, it really helps to spread the fun. You can be more involved in supporting the podcast by joining the nation at patreon.com/MeepleNation, or you can find a link at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. And while you're there, look at all our extra content. There are links to all our past episodes, a wide variety of blogs, pictures from our Instagram feed, and bios for all the hosts and our awesome bloggers. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all under Meeple Nation. If you would like to chat with the hosts or other members of the nation, you can join our Facebook group, Meeple Nation Off Air. We hope to see you again at a game night, a con, or maybe a suspense-driven evening of Werewolf. Thank you for listening and supporting Meeple Nation, and stay tuned for next week's episode.
Thank you so much for listening. We very much want to thank our patrons who help keep the podcast running. I personally want to thank my co-hosts for all the help they provide with both content here on the podcast, in addition to what we have available on our website. Without them, the podcast would not happen. If you too would like to support the podcast, you can join the nation at patreon.com/Meeple_nation. Or you can find a link to Patreon at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. If you have any questions, comments, or games you feel should be on our radar, you can always reach us at meeplenation@gmail.com. We can't wait to hear from you. I am grateful to Doug and Andy who helped me edit episodes, and I want to thank James and Kim Clark who do the editing on our blogs and on our webpage, which can be found at meeplenation.com. We want to thank Brain Detergent for our music. If you want to find more from him, you can follow his links that can be found on our webpage, or simply search for Brain Detergent on YouTube to find more of his tracks. Thank you again for listening and being part of the Meeple Nation community.